We have three lines drawn here. The blue line is the spine angle, that's pretty obvious. The yellow line is the plane shaft, or the shaft of the plane. The red line is the shaft or the plane that the shoulders are going to rotate on, or should rotate on. We want to see the spine tilt stay on that line. So as he turns, we want to make sure that you turn with your spine still on that blue line. So let's watch the swing in super slow mo, and let's see what happens here. Now we can see right away we're taking the club back way to the inside and dropping the head a lot. Now we're going to lift the head way up high. Now we didn't make it to the red line, but we stayed on the red line on the way down. Let's go ahead and pause that a little bit, and let's go out to a couple of checkpoints here. Checkpoint number one is going to be the takeaway. When the hands are about waist high, the club needs to still be on the target line, which would have put the club head on the yellow line. Notice that the feet are on this line here, going out that direction. The club needs to be bisecting at about that point too. So he's got the club way behind him. As he goes to the top, what you're going to see is the elbow flying out, the trail elbow. In this case, the right elbow. Instead of getting under, it's on top, and there's a lot of lifting going on right there. Now he's on the top plane pretty good, the shoulder plane. That's not bad at all. I'd like to see the left shoulder maybe a little lower, but you know, we're not 20. But what we need to do now is we need to figure out how I reroute the club back this way to the ball rather than down the red line. So let's watch the downstroke here. You're going to see that he comes out immediately, and that's because the leverage on his right arm is going to push it out. There's no way in that position to easily pull down unless he drops that elbow down in front of his lead hip. And that's the goal on the downswing. Now, Nicklaus flew his right elbow a lot, but he was able to drop that right elbow down in front of his hip almost every time. And that's why he had such good power and accuracy. You can see he's way above the swing plane. Club is wide open. Let's clear everything out of the way so you can see how open the club is right there. Now, the club at this point should be more parallel to the trail arm, or a little bit more back on this line back this way. That means you'd be dropping it in the slot coming in to out rather than out to in. Now we're going to continue through. He still hasn't rotated the club. Notice how close to the hosel he's going to be coming into this ball, and hits it low, kind of a squibber, and there's no rotation at all. At about this point here, I'd like to see both back pockets. We see more of his back than his butt. We got to get that butt rotating through right knee to left knee. Let that right heel pull off the ground rather than coming off the ground this way. When it's coming off the ground this way, we're actually maintaining weight on the back foot, and we've lost momentum. So we're going to work on the weight transfer here and then dropping that club a little bit more into the slot. May mean working on not having that right elbow flying around behind him, but most important is going to work on dropping the right elbow down in front of the right hip.